From the hollers and hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Bam. Guys, what are we going to do today? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bury this plant right here. I'm going to bury it right over there in that corner. Then we're going to get these seeds out later on in the video. And then we're also going to make us 2 holes in here for our magel beets, our big magel beets. All right, so we're going to get in here with the doohickey and the auger, and we're going to drill down in here, and we're going to make us a couple holes and plant that over in that corner, and probably clean this up a little bit and get all this stuff out so we can get the black plastic stuff up. And then yeah, so we'll till up in here in this week. So let's do it. Okay, ladies and gents, so what we have opened up here, I'll keep rolling that black plastic up and get it tucked up under there as best as possible on that edge. I didn't want to pull it all up. I just wanted to leave it where it was, some of it, so I knew where to put the rest of it next year to go back down in here, because I'll probably be using this sooner than later. So I didn't want to pull it all up and have to figure out where it all goes back and blah, 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 blah. So pumpkin plants, this is plenty enough for 1 big pumpkin plant or 2 pumpkin plants. You know, like I said, I'll have 1 grow from that side to this way, 1 from this corner to that way. And I think what we'll end up doing is, I was going to do it that way, but I need up here in this corner, I need my tomato plant be over here in this corner, because that's where the most sun is going to come from. I'm trying to think here, what would be the best thing. Look at these guys, they're all going nuts. They're like, hey, what the heck, you filled the air with 7 dust. Ah, poop. Get back here. Anyways, so we got that done in there. Now we'll plant the tomato plant in there. This one right here. You can see all these. Look at all them roots and stuff just dying to get into some dirt. So we're just going to plant the whole thing in there. Then I'll use this pot for something else inside. But we're going to get that out of there today. I think it's going to do pretty good once we get it in some dirt, because it's been a pretty good plant overall. Once we get it in that dirt, and then I cut that right there, that bad limb right there off and stuff that never did heal up, and just get it cleaned up real good. I think it'll be well worth it. So let's go on ahead and get that done. we'll clean this up and prune it, and then we'll get in there and dig our hole and plant it and everything. Oh, the reason why I had to plant the 7 dust is because there was tons of little ants in there. And if you don't know, little black ants, they guess they're called like piss ants or something. Then little jokers will get on you if you tear into their hive or nests or colonies, whatever you call it, and they will straight up bite your leg and tear you all up. And it just feels like little nibbles on you, and it's just annoying. It's really annoying. It don't hurt, it's just annoying. So anyhow, we're gonna get this cleaned up. We're gonna allow that to set overnight and till it in tomorrow. Yeah, get it all tilled up good. And but we're gonna plant this tonight and clean up those tomatoes tonight. And I'm thinking I'm gonna try to clean the bushel gourd up. Crap. Maybe it got on there. I need to use the wind caught it or something. Anyways, gotta get that folded up. I ain't seen the figs for a couple days, so I'll show y'all them. They're looking pretty good. So anyways, try to get that bushel gourd, get any seeds out of it that I can. I'm just gonna plant several little things in here, just because, like the tomatoes and stuff on the outer edges and stuff. Only because I'm not sure how good them pumpkins will or won't do, so, but we'll see. All right, so let's get this back on and trim this plant up and get her in the ground. Real quick, show you what I've done here. Took it out of the coffee can. Y'all seen all that. Here's all the roots that was in the coffee can. They go way down in there. All right, you can see the 2 different layers there of dirt. And then down in there, I put some black cow to help this out. Now we're just gonna stick it down there deep as we can get it and bury it up good and let her run. All right, so here we go. We'll get it up probably here, at least to there, and maybe on up further. I might go up past the splits a little bit because there's some good looking root stuff there. So, but all those little nodules on there is gonna be roots, so I might go up to here, just so it's got. But you can see it's a lot of roots there, and that ought to help it grow pretty good. There was lots and lots of roots in this thing. So, all right, guys, let's get to it. Oh yeah. Got some new blooms on it too, so all we gotta do is put a fan out here and they'll bloom and they'll grow, and let's do it. Hey guys, so we've got the 3 magels planted. Those are the long beets. Got one there, one there. Supposedly 6 foot long and 40 pounds is what they can weigh. I don't know how big we'll get them. They like cooler temperatures, I do know that. So it's not gonna be like super hot in here, but I'm gonna have heat cables down, so they will be sort of warm. I'm hoping that they'll grow up through the winter on into spring, and that next spring we're going to dig this massive beet out of the ground. At least one of these will turn out to be a massive one. Planted 2 to heal. We'll have to thin that down to 1, and we'll have 3 total growing. They're not super big round, just very long. And I went as far as we could get with the post hole digger, the auger. I went as far down that way. It's got super soft soil to just grow in. I ain't got to worry about it, for at least till it gets substantial size of 3 foot, right? And once it gets to 3 foot, well, I mean, obvious, it should be able to push whatever it needs to out of the way, even though it's going to be packed pretty tight soil. Either it'll push down or it'll push up. If it pushes up, I'll mound the dirt up along the back side of them and just keep mounding up. So if it starts doing that. But anyhow, got the tomato plant done there. I know it looks scroungy, but it should bush out relatively quickly and good. Okay, all I did was tied string up here. Let me see. Let me get the flash on. Okay, so I tied the string up there to the rafter, and then I just come down and found a good point down here on each Y and wrapped it several times around that Y and made sure it was tight. That way, when I wound the limbs around it, they had plenty of room to make it tighter and be able to go around it without breaking them. Okay, because there's a fine balance in that, making that string just tight enough to where you can wind them around without breaking the limb, but also make it to where it tightens up as you do it. Okay, so anyhow, we done that. We got a few blooms here. This limb down here is just kind of scraggly. I'll prune it up some more once it greens up a little bit better and does better, because now it should take off, right? It should be like, oh, okay, somebody's done something with me now. And I'm gonna, once I get to about right in here, about that high, I don't want them to go up to the top of the plastic, but somewhere right in here, I'm gonna run them and just let them grow over top, you know, like from one string to the next, and just keep on, you know, letting it do like that. And then we'll have to build some kind of hammock. We're just gonna play with it just to see what it'll do between now and whenever it decides it's had enough and it's gonna die. Okay, so it might be tomorrow, and it might be December or January time frame. I don't know. Anyway, we're just gonna play with it and let y'all watch it grow, just the same as everything else that we're doing this winter. Just gonna put it in the ground right now, see if it'll grow, see how long it grows, see the characteristics of it, you know, see how much cold affects it, you know, what ends up being the final drive on it inside of a greenhouse. You know what I mean? We're just playing around, you know, just to see. So there'll be some other things in here. Like I said, we're gonna have pumpkin plants in here, 2 of them. Probably gonna end up putting the 2 pumpkin plants, one right there and then one up there. Okay, and I'll run that one this way, kind of away from the magel beets. I want to set fruit kind of like right in there on it, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping to set it right, a set of fruit right there. And then this next one, I'm hoping to set fruit probably about right here in this area right here. And what we're going to do is once plant touches plant, we're terminating. Okay, when one plant touches the next, we're just going to terminate right there. All right, and so on and so forth. And it might get to a point out here on the longer side. Oh, once it starts touching plastic, we're terminating it. Probably about 2-3 inches back from the plastic. So anyhow, but probably up in here where they start getting a little closer together, I might let them overlap themselves. You know, it really ain't gonna matter down here because there's no root. They can root through this, but it'd be pretty difficult. I am going to try to bury the roots on the plants so that they got more surface area being covered in the dirt around that particular node, because there's not going to be a lot. You're sacrificing length and width in here, especially with 2 plants. You're sacrificing a lot of width and length, being that it's so short. So you know, you want to have that root mass expansion there and be able to get more root surface per square foot, put it that way. So bury all the leaf nodes, probably buy some more black cow and whatnot, and then bury it with regular dirt as well. Just gonna play around with it and just have fun. Okay, it's getting dark on me. I meant to go on ahead and start the process of getting the seeds and all that done up. I think I'll just wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna clean my mess up and put it all up and take these tomatoes right here and put them up in here for tonight, and push the tiller back in here and take the auger where it belongs, and just kind of tidy up and call it a day for today. I know it wasn't very much. I know it wasn't a very long video, but you know, such as it is, it was kind of a nasty rainy day today, and to be honest with you, I just didn't feel like getting out and doing anything. Just did not feel like doing a thing, so I didn't. I did this little bit here, and that's all I've hit a lick on. So caught up on some inside stuff. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna do all that, and then we'll see you tomorrow. So anyhow, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you tomorrow right here in the Hollers and Hills of West Virginia.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. And subscribe.